name is Marwa. My group's name is Heya, which mean she. So she in Arabic means Heya, and it's about supporting Heya, empowering Heya, giving all the support to Heya. So as I mentioned, the group name is actually around Heya, around women and especially Arab women. So I started setting up the group because there weren't any other groups that supporting Arab women, and they were other groups, but they were only supporting asylum seekers or refugees, but none for ordinary Arab women. And it really gets to me whenever I was asked like, what's your ethnicity, and I have to say other. So we weren't identified. So just imagine being an Arab woman here, not being identified or helped. uh, and it wasn't there before. And actually, when I looked at other communities, they were very strong, very supportive. I've always wanted like a group for Arab women to support Arab women in Nottingham. Before COVID, it was like totally different. We were able to meet. We had lots of focus groups to get to know what Arab women think about different issues. We had one with Nottingham Trent University. We had one with Communities Inc. about police, and we discovered, or we found out, like there's a gap between the Arab women and the police because they don't have like this good experience with the police, to be honest. So we had like a meeting, was very good and very supportive for women. They had gifts from the police, and the police ladies were very kind and friendly. And the Arab women before, they didn't want to report, for example, hate crimes or hate incident, but we were um, by raising awareness of for them to report whatever is happening to them, and that's their right. They are not uh, because the perpetrators might be English, that won't give him like an advantage. No, it's everyone is equal here, and they have rights exactly the same as the other people. We had last year, actually, this about the same time, we went to the National Justice Museum, which was very nice. We had like a tour there, a free tour. It was very nice to discover places that most of women never been there before. We went to the Nottingham Women's Center. Most of the women didn't know it's there, and what support they can get from there. So we mainly were trying to offer them all the support they need, and accesses to service. So how to access services here in Nottingham. Some of them they didn't know about getting into the libraries. So we took them to the library. We issued like a library card, and how to borrow, and like some activities. We had like an employability session, and to get them into work, and like it was with Futures, with Roxana Aziz. I don't know if you recognize her. So she was as well. So we always invite her or ask her if any of the ladies want like to enroll into English courses, or functional English especially, or driving theory. So that's we had lots of things actually. It's like a uh, we we used to give uh, gifts for ladies, like to empower them, and this was help self-help UK. Uh, so yeah, we had parties like uh, we wanted like 20 to 25 participants, but we got 50 participants. So yeah, that was the last one. So post COVID, it was totally different, and um, so most of the women I worked with, they already been isolated. So getting them out and then returning back into their homes wasn't the ideal situation for them, to be honest. But we've dealt with it. We've set up a Facebook page. We set up a WhatsApp group. It's been there, but after COVID, surprisingly, it's been growing more because lots of women are seeking help and seeking support, and it's been very helpful. I remember the first time when COVID started, everyone was panicking, and we trying to settle them down and calm them. And if someone just ran out of food or medicine, we would ask. So we have like this network of people say I can go and I come for you, and they were very helpful. Was amazing. I'm proud of all. So we started, as I've told you, 50 and then 90. Now we're 160 women in the group. So which is amazing, and everyone saying, oh, I like your events or like your workshops, can I join you? So that was right after COVID, because we wanted to break this isolation. And we so for those who didn't have WhatsApp, we've had the Facebook page group. Now it's 100 and no, it's 260 on the Facebook group, and Facebook page is 500 like 2 days ago, which was amazing. I'm really proud of. It's like in a very short time. I know lots of organizations like for they've been there forever and they haven't got like this. Um, so yeah, we had every chance to help them. So setting up Zoom meetings, asking them what do you want. We had like series of Zoom meeting with like you're creative, and we give out like some art packs for children or for women themselves, and we asked them to send them what they've done, and they were brilliant. And some of them actually started their own business by just thinking of a new thing. When it was allowed to gather up for 30, we had our second event with Self-Help UK, but it was the maximum was 30, so we couldn't. We had lots of people just really asking for us to join, but it was um, in the park because so make sure everyone is safe. We had lots of sanitizers, we and the masks were on. We did lots of translating. We've helped translate a leaflet for the police to encourage them to report in Arabic, which is very good because they've never done it in Arabic before. Oh, and unfortunately, because of COVID as well, there was like poverty and people was suffering. So we are able to give food parcels, and especially halal food and halal meat and Arab food, to be honest, because the food they used to receive, they some of them they return it the same as it is because they don't eat it and say, I don't want to throw it away, so someone would benefit from it rather than just have it. And they were very happy. They said like whatever I buy for them, they use it all because it's what they eat. So we were asked to organize some workshops, especially about health and health that affects women, like cancer and cervical smear, because there was another thing that I myself experienced. Or I didn't. So when I first arrived, I just received the letter. You have to do this, and I don't know why I have to do it. So it was, and then I knew that it's very good, and it's and the vaccine for children, for young girls. So you feel like why they're asking me, keep asking me about it, so you feel like worried. But when we had this workshop and everyone knew that they have to do it and it's for their own interest, they were happy to actually go for it. So some of them, they actually waited like for 10 years and they haven't done it, while it's very good for them and they do it. We had like another one about breast cancer and how to what are the symptoms and how to find out or how to seek when to seek help. Recently had a workshop was about volunteering, so helping them to empower them actually to get them into jobs, because some of them they want to have a job but they don't know where to start. So it was the volunteering, it helped for me, so I wanted to speak about volunteering. And we had like some cases of domestic abuse as well, which was awful because staying at home, men are getting like angrier and behaving badly. And we learned a lot from this because unfortunately we knew like women on tier 2 or tier 4 who are not English or their husbands aren't English, they won't have the same treatment as an English person. So we will in partnership with Muslim Women Network, we are having like a workshop to make women know exactly what will happen or what are their rights, because it's not the same as the English people rights. So it's good to know what are your rights. So that was another thing. It's like and they have lots of potential. So if they just were given the chance, they would be very good contribution to the society. And then that's what I'm trying to do. So it's like to integrate them, to make the society benefit from them. So that mainly I'm proud of, because we it's still small, very small, but we are offering. I see comparing to other big organizations, they asking us for help or asking us to speak to the Arab community, and I'm very glad about this, because they now know that we're there. We're not only refugees. So refugees is like very like small percentage of the Arab community. So we're here like we come from all over the places, and we have the same rights. We are contributing to this society. We're not a burden. We're trying to adapt. We're trying to help to support other people, and we're happy to meet other communities and to learn about other faiths. And so yeah, I think I'm proud of this. I'm proud of like this has been an amazing journey. It's so short one, and hopefully in the future it's gonna grow big and gonna support every woman. It's like I'm not only working with Arab women. I have like women from Turkish because they don't have a community as well. So trying to support them, trying to find. We have like African people as well who don't speak Arabic. Uh, so we're trying to reach out for all other faith and other people. Yeah, so hopefully we'll achieve this in the future. Okay, so self-help UK helped me setting up the group, and it really helped me and funded me with money to for promotional events, to get to know other women, to recruit them, and to make them know that we're there and they can find us. Um, and then I joined the coffee sessions, and it really helped me to liaise with other organizations and uh, uh, give me the idea to know about different funds. And and Shazia helped me with this, and it was very helpful and supportive. So I'm looking forward in the future with Self Help UK is to continue the work together to get the support that the ongoing support that I've been receiving. They're doing a great job, and hopefully we'll like have lots of work in the future. I believe peer support groups are very important and very uh, so that was actually why I started the group. So um, it, the idea of being isolated, the idea of being alone, it's horrible. So it's always amazing to have support from group that um, are there, and people who are willing to help you. When I first arrived here, I couldn't do anything. I've stayed like for 2 months, don't know where to go, where to buy food, where to do things. But when there's like a group there, like to show you around, being there, we as Arab women, we come from big families, and we have like big communities there. So coming here, different language, different people, different aspects, different schools, everything. So if some of us were working there, they left their jobs because their husband are studying or having their PhD, or they decided that this is a better chance for their families. So you find yourself like helpless. And um, so when I started this, mainly it was about getting the support for people that they were looking for. I was looking for. I know how it feels to seek support, and when you don't find it, and when you find it, it's like you feel like you've been saved. So this is the most amazing thing for me. It's like it's important. It's like we were created to live together. We weren't created to live alone, and to learn from each other, to accept each other, and to respect each other. So that was enriches. And yeah, so I think it's vital and important and makes us thrive. So I highly recommend that if you decide to start up your your peer support group, that you go for it, because you have something you like people to know about it, and you're able to share it. So please do it. uh, People will benefit from it, and you'll make their life easier. You'll make the life for you and your community easier for everyone. So please do it. It's very helpful. I highly recommend, if you're thinking of setting up your own group, to go to Self Help UK. They've helped with me, and I've achieved things that I couldn't have done it without their support and other people's support as well. But they were very vital in my journey to reach whatever I've reached until now. So please, if you feel the need of you want to set up your own group, please ask help Self Help UK.